Well, here we are, the day after our big event, our big rummage sale. Woohoo! It's over. You're right, it's over. So I found the original sign-up sheet for that rummage sale and the volunteer names that were listed on it. And it happened, it was supposed to have happened on December 7th, 2019. And I don't know what happened at that point. It may have been the rain. I think it was the rain that day. So we just said, no, we'll just put it off for, a few weeks. And then of course 2020 hit and nothing was happening at all. And so it was amazing to just keep that process in our foreground, and so many things that happened during that time when we were locked down. It really gave us the opportunity to clean things out, to put them aside. Literally, we had 2 families in our congregation that moved out of state during that time. So again, more stuff. So we ended up yesterday, and well, a few weeks before that, we had 10 dedicated volunteers from our church that worked their little fannies off, getting everything together and doing it. And I want to publicly thank this Alpine community church that hosted us. We share the space with them. So it's our church too, but we're like their tenant. And they were so gracious in everything. It just made it so much easier. They gave us tables. I wish I wouldn't get so emotional. I'm sorry. But the clothes, the hanging clothes, all of that, the hangers, everything. And they were just so giving and loving and wishing us well. Oh, we want you to do so well. And we did. So I want to let you know that I'm not going to share with you what the bottom line was. I've got a hanky here, trust me. Thank you. Because what I want to do is after service, in fact, when we're going to go deeper, the segment that we have after service, everybody's going to be able to share their experience of the rummage sale yesterday and their ahas and their take on it and whatnot. But and so I'm going to give you the opportunity to guess what the total income was, and we'll talk about it at that time. So I just wanted to. You can just think about it at that point. One of the things, I believe it was so successful, and I'm not just talking monetarily at all, very successful in the energy that flowed. How many people have been locked up, not been able to, go out, see people? Maybe you go to the grocery store or whatever, but not really, chatting with somebody that you don't know, And it was fabulous to have that experience. I didn't know I was going to do this, sorry. But what I wanted to share with you, one of the things that I observed, this lady was over to the linen area, and her husband was behind her, and she goes, oh, I don't know what his name was, Robert or somebody. Oh, Robert, look at this. And she was just thrilled as could be. Look, this tablecloth, it's a round tablecloth. And I have the exact matching napkins. And she was thrilled. And, and there's lots of different little stories that we'll share about it. But, and you may not think this has anything to do with my topic today, which is being love. But it does. Because being love is allowing this life energy, this force, this divinity that is in in every one of us in full force, letting it out, letting it be expressed, letting it be shared. And so it definitely has a relevance, us having this human experience of letting this love come forth through us. Because actually love is everything, is all there is. And when we can recognize it, we can see it, and we can experience it, I believe that's what life is all about. And that's why we're here, to be that vehicle. I have to apologize because this last week I messed up my email, and to the point that my thought for the week did not get published in the paper, and it didn't get sent out to any of our congregation on our mail list, which you usually get every week, because I messed up my email a little bit. So, and I know we just read it in our service right now, but I'd like to read the thought for the week because it really is a cornerstone for my topic, and I think that it's really relative, and I want to share it. So let me grab it here. It says, our theme this month has been love is in the air, and we've discussed that point literally, meaning when we breathe in and we can imagine breathing in love's energy, and as we breathe out, releasing love out from us. We've also discussed what love is and is not, as 1 Corinthians instructs. Love is patient and kind. Love thinks no evil and rejoices in the truth. Now this week, we're taking this subject into a whole new depth of understanding and acceptance, as we are being love. Being love means that there is no separation between the human self and the divine. We know love is the initial creative impulse in the universe, bringing new life into existence. Love is also the supportive energy that sustains, bolsters up, and maintains its creations. When we have accepted and saturated our very core essence with this love energy, we are the host and vehicle through which its work is done. Therefore, this coming week, we strive to let and allow this love energy to move through us unimpeded. Our minds cooperate in discovering newness on many levels. There is a gentle but strong and resilient softness being generated from our hearts. Judgment and criticism have no place in our experience. We accept and rejoice in the truth that we and all beings are existence, consciousness, and bliss. Knowing we are being love changes everything for the better. And our affirmation at the bottom is, I take a deep breath in and focus my attention on receiving the energy of unconditional love through every iota of my being. Then I release this divine energy out into the world, making it a better place wherever I go. I am at peace, and I am grateful, and it is so. And so I believe that as we focus on, concentrate, allow our conscious minds to know that that is what I am, that I am this love and expression, that I can embody it. I don't have to think about it consciously all the time. It's amazing when we begin our day, and like I've said many times, put first things first, begin our day with our meditation, with whatever spiritual readings you want to do, and so that you can ground and anchor yourself in this spiritual energy and set your intention for the day. Set your intention for allowing this love to flow through you. We talk about here many times about divine timing and spirit speed. And many times we can, in our humanness, we can get frustrated. I mean, how long did it take us to get this rummage sale done? And in fact, it was supposed to have been done last weekend. And what happened? It rained. So we said, no, let's wait one more week. We waited this long, we could wait one more week. And it was great because what was the weather? It was fabulous, had wonderful weather. And I just am so grateful for all of the people, the volunteers that did a fabulous job. And we had some people said, well, it was a lot of work, and I don't know that it was worth it. A lot of people said it was a lot of work, and it was well worth it. And one person even said, I think we should have a second day. I want to sell the rest of this stuff. I know it would sell if we just did a second day, but most of us said, no, not going to happen. So I want to tell you just one little backstory. We had made arrangements for the East County Transitional Living Facility to come. Well, they do usually come and pick up items from a rummage sale that are left over. And we were hoping to do that, but then they said, no, our truck is broken. So we will accept them, but you got to bring them here. And so we said, okay, fine. So at the end of the sale, we started taking the clothes off the rack, first of all, and throwing them in bags. And then the books were put in the boxes again and so forth. And we had the plan to go pick up a couple pickup trucks around town here so they could come back and bring the bulk of the big items over to the East County Transitional Living. So we got that, boy, a lot of busy hands were here, and the clothing and the books went in people's passenger cars, in their trunks and their SUVs and so forth. And so they made a run down the hill. It's just like a 20-minute drive down to El Cajon, and dropped off the things, those books and the clothing. And so the couple of us then went around town here real quick to pick up these pickup trucks. So when we came back, there was a big truck here, had some items in the back of it. Two ladies were in it from Ensenada, Mexico, and said they wanted to purchase items. Well, the sale was over. We said, no, we've got everything, we're done. Oh, well, what do you have left? We'll take whatever you have left. So we negotiated a price for what they would take the whole thing to be, and said, well, here you go, then have at it. And they ended up putting everything in their pickup truck and cart. We didn't even need our pickup trucks, because we didn't even need to go down the hill again to take anything back. So I called the lady, Carrie, at East County Transitional Living to tell her what happened. I said, no, we're not going to be bringing any more things down because these people showed up and they took everything. And now this is the kicker. They wanted everything except clothing and books. Those were the only things that we had already taken down the hill. And so I called this Carrie to tell her we aren't going to be bringing anything more things. And I told her why, that they didn't want the books and they didn't want the clothing. And before I could get it out of my mouth, I was thinking it, and she said, God works in mysterious ways, his wonders to behold. And I just said, yes. And so one of the people that did make the run down there to the Transitional Living Center made the comment afterward that he was very impressed with the fellow that helped him unload the items. And that it's a Christian community. And he said that I was just very impressed with his presence. And again, what a nice gift to be able to experience someone's energy like that you didn't have planned on being able to do at all. So I want us to recognize that wherever we are, this spirit, this love, this energy is looking out for us. Wants us to have the very, very best, highest possible experience that we can in life. So this is what we call in our teaching a demonstration. That rummage sale was a demonstration of love, of utilizing divine energy, this divine energy of love that let it flow. And we need to rejoice in it. We really do. We need to recognize it. We need to honor it and be grateful for it. So I wanted to share with you, to get back to more of my subject specifically, I want to share with you a treatment that I have heard many times, it's on a CD that I have from Lorna Bright. It's called Being, and it was written by Reverend Marilyn Chillian. I think that's how she says her name. And so if you would just go with me on the energy that I'm going to share with you now. The unconditional love of God is ever present, revealing itself in nature and in humankind. The birds sing, the trees bloom, and life flourishes, all due to the self-givingness of spirit. As I see the magnificence and power of the love of God everywhere, I feel it throughout my whole being. I am one with the unconditional love of God. Everywhere I go and everything I do is permeated with love, with passion, and with deep joy. True happiness is a byproduct of shining forth love. As I look with the eyes of love, I see only beauty and compassion around me. I know that the only thing that really matters is love. And what is done in love benefits all, heals all, and prospers all. The great love of my life is me, my God self. Real love is the God love within me. My relationships are transformed. A compatibility develops between me and everyone I encounter, because it is quite clear we are all one. We are all God shining forth love in our own distinct way. Romantic love takes on a new dimension. I draw to me people who see into my soul. Together we know that true love is enjoying our uniqueness and supporting each other as we realize our personal desires and dreams. It is in deep gratitude that I see the completeness of love and happiness is already done in my life and in the lives of others I know. I see it, I know it, I experience it. And so it is. Amen. I want you to take that message deeply into your soul this week and see with the eyes of love. Give that love out through every portion of your being, through every action, through every word, through every thought. Let that love flow and receive the happiness that she mentions and the joy that she mentions in that treatment. And know that you will be living in this peace, this gracious peace of God, being used by this Spirit for something that perhaps you're not even aware of. So get ready to maybe be surprised. Get ready to know that I am capable, this I am within me is capable and ready for whatever any situation is presented to me. For it is the I am that is responding. It is this love, this infinite creativity that is responding through me. So have a fabulous week. Next Sunday, I'll tell you what the total was. I'm not telling you now. We'll do it after. Okay? Love you. Namaste.